So there are a bunch of new and free skins that are coming to Fortnite that you do not want to miss out on. This includes quite a few secret skins that basically nobody knows that is coming to the game, along with some limited edition skins that you definitely don't want to miss out on. Now guys, if you want to learn how to get these free skins in Fortnite, learn more about other secret rewards, and not miss out on the latest and hidden Fortnite features like this, subscribe with notifications. Believe it or not, over 95% of you guys aren't subscribed, and we're trying to hit 50,000, so if you did subscribe, we could at this very second, which I would appreciate so much. Alright, I'm diving into skin number 1. We do have the Ghost Rider skin. Yes, I know it looks amazing. The Ghost Rider, if you don't know, it's like this skull on a motorcycle and stuff like that. I think that it's a completely cool franchise, a very cool skin, and I cannot wait for it to come to the game. Of course, huge shout out to Merle, who did leak the skin. But of course, this is not just about all these new skins coming to the game, no. This is about free skins that are coming to Fortnite, because you want to know how to get the skin for completely free. Alright, well, do you guys remember the Daredevil skin? Back on October 14th, we're actually in the lobby right now. If we head over to the Compete tab, you can see, back on October 14th, there was a Daredevil Cup. Now exactly how did this work? Well, as you can see right over here, if you were in like the top 200, maybe a little bit greater than that depending on your region, or a bit less than that, but if you were in the top, you will get the Daredevil skin for completely free before anybody else. I still don't think it's been released yet, which is actually quite insane. Now don't worry if you did miss out on this, which you probably didn't get in the top 200, this skin will be coming out in the item shop, and of course you probably need to pay, $10, $15, maybe even $20 for it, but if you are, of course, use code StormRanger, guys, I'd really appreciate it so much. Alright, but back to what I was saying, the Daredevil skin, that's great and all. Well, there will actually be a couple more of these tournaments taking place. And the next tournament like this will actually be the Ghost Rider tournament. It will take place, I believe, next Wednesday or the Wednesday afterwards. I'll throw up on screen the dates, but of course keep your eye out for that, because in the next couple of days there will be a Ghost Rider tournament, and if you place in the top, you can get the Ghost Rider skin for completely free. But of course, if you don't, because placing in the top 10 is honestly pretty difficult, don't worry, you can always buy in the item shop at a later date for, a little bit extra than just free. But if you want to get a free skin, I never said it was going to be easy. Alright, on to number 2. Now keep in mind, upcoming, there are other ways to get skins without placing in a tournament. I know that's a lot of work and it's difficult. Don't worry, there is this one skin that did get leaked. Of course, we don't know if it'll be free or not, but it probably will be from the looks of it. You have to complete some quests and stuff like that. It's complicated, I'll get into it, don't worry. But it is this really cool skin that we know will be coming in the game after actually a glitch that showed up in game. It's a little bit complicated, but definitely a skin that you really do not want to miss out on. Now number 2 is kind of number 2, not exactly number 2. These are other skins from the tournament, because you see, this is not the only tournament there will be. There will actually be 2 more tournaments just like this. So we actually head back to the Compete tab. As you can see, they aren't showing up yet because Epic Games doesn't want to give away the skin or anything like that. But you guys do know there will be a couple more tournaments just like the Daredevil tournament, just like the upcoming Ghost Rider tournament. And this is the Marvel Knockout Super Series, so it will be on Marvel skins, and so you can get Marvel superhero skins through participating in these tournaments. So regarding exactly what these skins will be, I do in fact have my speculations. So keep in mind, these tournament skins can be based off of like the Marvel TV shows, the Marvel movies that are outside of the MCU, and all those other, really big Marvel movies and stuff like that. For example, you have, the Ghost Rider skin or the Daredevil skin. Daredevil is actually a TV show. Ghost Rider is a Marvel movie that came out in 2012, both of which are not nearly as popular as like the Iron Man skin, Black Widow skin, or any skins like that. So in terms of other like TV shows and movies that do meet these classifications, with that, we could expect to see a skin based off of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the show's Iron Fist. Personally, I absolutely love Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think it's an amazing TV show, and I would love to see a Phil Coulson skin. That would be so cool to see. Now in terms of other movies, I'm not entirely sure because of the recent movies are all basically based off of the MCU or X-Men. There aren't too many Marvel movies outside of these 2 universes. But keep in mind, we haven't seen a Spider-Man or Nick Fury skin yet, so Epic and Marvel may be saving these 2 for a special event, probably something a little bit more special than a tournament. Either way, be sure to keep your eyes peeled for skins like these. Now of course, we don't know the information too much about them, but it'll probably be on a Wednesday in like a week or 2 or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, maybe between these 2 tournaments, because it's a bit of a gap. That could be the Ghost Rider tournament though, I'm not entirely sure, but we don't know about it yet, because if you guys want, I will make update videos on those, so you guys will know exactly what to do to get these skins in Fortnite. Anyway guys, on to number 3, and this is actually a Lachlan skin that's coming to Fortnite. Now I don't know, but Lachlan is one of my favorite YouTubers. I actually have a poster signed up by him. It is right over here on my wall. You can see him in the corner. He actually signed it. I did meet him at some convention, not to brag or anything like that, but it's pretty cool. But I used to watch him since the Minecraft days and stuff like that, and I just love his videos. Anyway, I'm gonna stop fanning over Lachlan because there is in fact a Lachlan skin coming to Fortnite. You may have heard part about this. I think it's like the power skin based off of his company or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but it will be coming to the game, and we know a lot of information about it because he did officially announce it himself. Now remember guys, this is a free skins video on free skins coming to Fortnite, so you're probably a little bit curious on how do I get the skin for free. Well, I really hate to break it to you, but we're going back to the compete tab once again because it is on a free tournament. So you got to participate in this tournament. Its tournament will be free to participate in, obviously, and if you win in the top, few people, maybe percentage, I'm not entirely sure how it'll work, you will get the skin for free in advance. So don't worry if that is a little bit too much work for you. I 100% understand it. It's too much work for me. I won't be participating in it. Probably won't be, at least. I might live stream it, but if it is too much work for you, I 100% get that. Well, do not worry, because later that day, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guess what, in the item shop, all the Lachlan, all the power skins will be coming out in the item shop, so you can go ahead and buy it, and, use code StormRanger, guys, if you want to support me, or, of course, you could use Lachlan's code. That might make a little bit more sense, but either way, it will be coming in the item shop, so in case you don't get in the tournament. Oh yeah, so recording this video, a bunch of info came out about the Lachlan skin. It turns out the tournament will actually be on the 8th, so around 4 days before the skin comes out. And thankfully, placing high enough to get this skin is not as hard as a Daredevil tournament, and on screen now I'll throw up the places you need to get for each of the different regions in order to get the skin for completely free. Of course, huge shout out to Sissy Leaks over on Twitter for figuring all this out and creating this incredible list of exactly where you need to place depending on your region, so of course I hope this is going to help you out a bit. Alright, so on to skin number 4, or maybe 3.5, because the next skin after this is actually skin number 4, but currently I'm recording this part after I've already edited part number 4, and I don't feel like going through and changing a bunch of things, so I'm just going to say this is like 3.5. Either way, it's really simple. All it is more creator skins that are coming to the game. So the next skin after Lachlan to be announced will be the Gert skin or something like that. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. You probably don't recognize this name either, because sadly enough, his videos are, not in English, so just speculating here, there may be other creators after this guy too, though we don't know that yet. Anyway, you all know by now this is a free skin video, not just skins coming into the game. You don't want to see that. You want to know about the free skins. Alright, well here it is. We don't know the skin will be free, but considering there's a whole Lachlan tournament and this skin is free, it might be kind of reasonable to expect for this skin to also be free. However, keep in mind, according to ShinaBR, Lachlan's tournament is described as, I quote, a one-of-a-kind tournament. So we don't know for sure if there'll be any more tournaments like this, but I'd love to stay optimistic. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm counting every one of the free skins we mentioned in this video as a part of our, running list. For example, in part 1, I covered 3 different skins or something like that. I'm going to count that as 3 different skins, but I'm going to be a little bit more broad for the numbers in the list, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the types of skins there. But obviously you have to go through and count all these skins, which is why the number in the title won't exactly match up the number you'll see on these lists. And that's also why you have to talk about like 5 or 6 different skins. We're going on to skin number 4 now, which, isn't obviously skin number 4, but I just don't feel like re-recording several parts of this video to make this not skin number 4, so we're gonna just call it skin number 4 for now. Okay, so now heading into skin number 4, all of this, I completely get it. It's way too much work for you. Doing all this stuff, I'm sorry. I know you don't want to win in a tournament and stuff like that. Well, don't worry, because there's this one quite odd skin actually on my notes. As you can see, I have it listed as weird skin because I don't know exactly much about it, because it is kind of an odd and complicated deal. And the skin is actually called the Madcap outfit. Now, some of you really big into Fortnite may recognize this name, recognize the skin. From what I understand, this skin was actually leaked a while ago, a couple months ago. I think last season, don't quote me on that, but people didn't know how it would come in the game. Now, first of all, huge shout out to Sissy Leaks over on Twitter and AMR Satrio, who also helped leak the information about the skin. Also, shout out to Coldside over on YouTube. I actually watched his video to get an idea of what's going on, so some of this information will be from him. So from my understanding, Epic Games did a little bit of a mistake and accidentally leaked the skin through mistakenly adding, I think it's a reward screen or something like that in a way, in the mobile game of Fortnite at a certain location. So you go to a certain location in the map, a silhouette of the skin will show up. It's a little bit difficult to make out, but this is actually the Madcap skin. So going back to Twitter right over here, as you can see, Sissy Leaks we have right here, the Madcap outfit will be coming in the game, along with some quests. Now, you might be curious exactly what's going on. Well, you can go to Weeping Woods, and as you can see by these assets right over here, there will be the Smooth Bunny quest. All you have to do is go into the game and complete a few of these quests to get the skin. But stick around, because there's a little bit more information about that, on exactly how do we get the skin for free. You gotta keep that in mind. Now, here's the deal. We don't know yet, but I assume it's either if you're in the Battle Pass, or maybe Epic Games is just doing this thing like the Christmas skins last year, for if you're just playing Fortnite and want to get the skin or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I have never heard of a set of challenges that you have to pay for outside of the Fallen Love Ranger pack or something like that, so I'm going to assume for now that these are in fact free challenges, or at the very least, you must own a Battle Pass for them. Now guys, remember, if you want to get all these skins for completely free in Fortnite, get a bunch of other free and secret rewards, and learn more about all the secrets and latest Fortnite updates, be sure to subscribe to notifications and help us hit our goal of 50,000, cause after all, most of you guys aren't subscribed, and then click here to learn an XP glitch for leveling up incredibly fast in Fortnite. But that is all I have for now, and I'll see you all later.